Oh, you got something to say? You got something to say? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Beautifully Colored, and if you don't know me and stumbled upon my channel, thank you so much for tuning into this video. So if you are watching this right now, you can see I gave birth to my bundle of joy, and I am so excited and super blessed and grateful, and everything that you could think of under the sun I am in terms of happiness and gratefulness, because it was a really tough time at the end of my third trimester. I think the last time I uploaded a video was December 13th. I tried to do Vlogmas and I was just doing a little bit too much. Vlogmas took a little bit of a toll, but I was also doing Vlogmas every day and working, and I was at the end of my second trimester getting up every day to be at work by 6 a.m. because of the holidays. So it really wasn't the best thing for me, and I was a little bit overwhelmed. So I decided to cut back and quit my job and stop doing YouTube for a while. I know I posted a vlog about my labor and delivery. It was kind of like the days of me going into labor. I did not get to record my labor because I had an emergency C-section, but I will be getting into that right now. So the last time I posted, like I said, I posted a vlog, and it was basically, the purpose of the vlog was for me to show you guys what was really going on, and it was a lot happening. If you saw my face compared to the vlog and my last Vlogmas video, you could tell that I gained about 15 to 20 pounds, which I actually did in that time frame. So I stopped filming in January, basically around that time, and I went to my prenatal appointment. Yeah, we went to our prenatal appointment. I was told that I had preeclampsia. Now, preeclampsia is a serious thing when you are pregnant. It is not something to be played with. However, to have preeclampsia at 21, I was a little scared. Like, I was shook. So I really had to sit down, not do much, and I was basically bedridden the rest of my pregnancy. I couldn't do anything. If I got up, my family yelled at me. Like, everybody wanted me to be safe and make sure that I was laying down, only to get up to use the bathroom, shower, and eat. That's it. And it was hard. I really didn't like to be on bed rest, but I knew I had to be on bed rest. So I was just like, you know what, let me just listen to what the doctor is saying. So I stuck out bed rest as long as I could, and I decided that I was going to make an appointment, because I woke up one day, which was around February 12th. I woke up February 12th, and or 13th, one of those days, the 12th or the 13th, I woke up. I had a prenatal appointment, and I was so swollen. My face looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. My arms were swollen, my legs were swollen. I was tired. Like, my face looked like a big old balloon. So we went to my appointment bright and early. Basically, they were like, I don't even know why you're here. You need to go straight to the hospital. So I ended up going straight to the hospital. Before I went to the hospital, I did come home, because I knew that if I was to get admitted again, I was going to be staying. And basically what I mean is, I had been going to the hospital ever since like January, in and out, in and out. My blood pressure was, what you got to say? What you got to say? I'm talking too loud. I had been going to the hospital from January all the way until my due date, back and forth. So I knew at that moment in time, if I were to go back to the hospital, I wasn't leaving. So I came home, and that's when I started picking up the camera and telling you guys what was going on. And I packed my bags, because I hadn't even packed my labor and delivery bag yet. I hadn't even packed his diaper bag yet. And y'all, you know, when you're pregnant and this is your first child, you want things to go smoothly. You feel like you have a plan. Pregnancy does not happen that way. Shoot, labor and delivery don't happen that way. I had plans to get my hair done and box braids. I had plans to get my nails done, my eyelashes done, because I wanted to feel pretty. Okay, I wanted to feel great, and I wanted to feel like I wasn't gonna look a little bit bummy during my labor and delivery. Like, I was struggling. I was like, I didn't want to touch my hair. I was going through like this little depressive state, because I was like, everything's happening too quick, and I haven't even had a moment. So I started recording, and I told you guys what was going on. Boom, get to the hospital, y'all. My BP is what my BP was 110 over 104. So at that point, they wasted no time and they admitted me straight into the hospital. And she told me, she was like, we're gonna keep you under watch just to make sure that the protein in your urine isn't escalating and blah, blah, blah. Y'all, it escalated. The protein was 2,000 and I ended up staying about 3 days. Fast forward on Friday the 15th, I was told that I was going home. And we were all excited. Me and my boyfriend were cooped up in the room for like 3 days and I was ready to go. I was like, you know what, nothing's happening. You guys monitor my urine. I'm fine. I just have to stay on bed rest, blah, blah, blah. I know. I was about to get discharged. I was waiting for my doctor to come in and talk to me about what was going on, because my OB at my gynecologist's office is actually the doctor that gave birth, well, helped me deliver my son. My mom came in right after her and, you know, she said, we're just gonna watch you for a little bit, nothing's gonna happen, and then I guess you'll be able to go home. Y'all, an hour later, I had real life contractions. Like, I was having Braxton Hicks before, but I had real life contractions and I started crying. And my mom's a worry ward, so she started panicking and she called the nurse, and I went from being admitted into like the waiting for like the, I don't know what that area is called. You know, when you give birth and, or like you're on watch, it's like the labor unit, but it's not like labor and delivery. But after I started having contractions, I was admitted into labor and delivery. And at that point, they gave me a sonogram and they were like, we're gonna go ahead and induce you. However, we just want to check where the baby is to make sure that you're able to give birth vaginally. I said, okay. So they gave me a sonogram and baby was breech. And at that point, my whole world had sunk to the bottom of the floor, because my goal was to give birth naturally. And I was already in a lot of pain. My blood pressure was rising. And at that point, they felt like it's time to get the baby out. Like, we have to make sure you and the baby are okay. So after I cried about it for like a good 5 minutes, I said, okay. I was like, it's fine, it's fine. And I ended up going in for my C-section. And basically, I went in, I was very, very nervous. I had never dealt with anything like that a day in my life. I was scared. They gave me the medicine, made sure I was all numbed up. My body wasn't taking to the medicine. And they had to continuously give it to me. I was scared, y'all. We were scared. I didn't know if you were gonna be okay, but you're okay, and now you want to spit. I finally got the medicine in my system and I was able to lay down. I was numb. I remember throwing up on a table. Y'all, it was all types of bad. And I was scared, and I was waiting for my boyfriend to come in, because obviously, you know, you can only have one person in the room. So I was waiting for him, and I was just like, when is this gonna be over? And long story short, after a couple of pulls and tugs, I guess, he came, and I was elated. Like, I was so happy. And I got a little bit scared at the same time, because I didn't hear him cry. But in the end, I heard him cry, and I just started, I'm about to cry right now. I started crying basically. And before I knew it, my baby boy was into the world, and I was fully into motherhood at that point. And it was the best day of my life. So a little bit after labor, my doctor ended up coming in after, because I was on MAG. I think that's what they call it. I don't know what was going on. I was very delirious at that point, and because my blood pressure was still very high, I had to be on medication. And he was born at 35 weeks. So I wasn't supposed to give birth until March 21st, and he ended up coming a whole month early. So he ended up having to go to the NICU, and it was really hard to adjust to that, because I was scared and I wanted him to be able to come home, and I wanted him to be able to be in my arms. I wanted to hold him as if it was a natural birth, and I couldn't. And I guess that was the part that broke my heart after I realized where I was and what was going on. So my mom and my boyfriend went to go see the baby, and they went to go feed him, and they went to go make sure he was okay. Then they came back and checked on me. I was okay. I was on medication, so I couldn't see him until the next day. And my doctor came in and she told me everything went great except for the fact that my placenta had erupted. Come to find out, baby boy was nowhere attached to my placenta. My blood pressure was rising, and it was a dangerous game that I was playing. So if I would have waited any longer, I don't know what would have happened. We don't know when he detached. We don't know when my placenta erupted. I'm just happy, and by the grace of God, we are both okay. And it was something that I will never forget. I don't know how, but the Lord works in mysterious ways, and I am thankful to God that he is here right now. So I can't ask for anything more. I can't be upset. I can't be sad anymore. It was sad in the moment, but I'm overjoyed. Like, I'm just so happy to have him in my arms and for him to be here. Yeah, and that's pretty much my labor and delivery story. It's pretty much short, sweet, and to the point. Nothing much else. And I guess I'll show you baby boy. So this is my beautiful baby boy, and his name is Isai. I named him Isai because, I don't know, it just felt right. And his name means, it is French. It means to test. And in the Latin language, it is derived from, it means to test the power of limits. So I definitely felt like his name fit what was going on. And he definitely tested the power of limits. And I can't say it enough. I'm really happy and thankful that he's in my life, and I'm glad that everything went as smooth as it possibly could for him to be here and be stable right now. So when he was born, he was 4 pounds and 7 ounces, and currently he is 5 weeks. You are 5 weeks, and he is 7 pounds and 2 ounces. So baby boy is growing, and I'm exclusively breastfeeding, so making sure that he gets as much nutrients as possible, and we're just enjoying each other's company when he's not with my mom. Me and my mom like fight over him all the time, but other than that, I couldn't be more grateful, and I couldn't be more excited to have him here. And aside from everything else, he is the love of my life, and he is the joy that my heart needed, and I am so happy. So yeah, expect more videos coming with him and I will see you guys in my next video. And if you are liking this content, don't forget to like, and if you are new to this channel, you might as well subscribe and join the family. We have a new addition to the family, so new videos, different videos are coming your way. I am back for good, so I will see you guys in my next video.